Let's clap, guys. It is a Wake the F Up Monday. It is Monday, August the 12th. It's the 4 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. The chat room is wide open. If you'd like to call in, the number's 570-982-6950. Or please join us in the chat room. We truly appreciate it. This is a way you get your morning started right. Hold on a second. I know my thoughts is all over the place. I'm looking at something. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Please believe me, this is not a Frankie Beverly or Joe Biden moment. Hold on, just calm down. Please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. This is where you get your morning love. Good morning, DJ Young and but it's the only place on earth where you get your mornings right.
Okay, now.
This
All
is
right
not
now.
disclaimer. This is not a Frankie Beverly or Joe Biden moment. SennyJ, good morning. God bless you. Good to see you, young lady. And how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm gonna need everybody to put the prayer emojis in the chat room for my host here. But I believe we can power through because we have a great show for you today. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood entertainment news. We're also going to have front page news with SennyJ, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Of course, you want to stick around for that on this Wake the F Up Monday. Shout out to our beloved, our family member, Gregory Young and that Hill, SennyJ, who actually I'm in the chat room. He complimented you on your hair. He said, Senny, your hair looks nice.
Thank you so much, DJ Young and I. Thank you so much. Hopefully it can stay a little longer.
Yeah, right. And we
to come out.
Yeah, no doubt. And we hope that you guys are enjoying your summer so far before we get into this Wake the F Up Monday episode here on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. I do hope and pray, because Cindy and I had a brief conversation yesterday about the importance of drinking water, and I just want to just revisit that for a moment before we start the show. Please, guys, I don't care how old you are. You could be Frankie Beverly age like myself, or you could be a young whippersnapper like SennyJ. The importance of drinking the H2O is paramount. I don't care what stage of life you're in. If you're not drinking enough water, please step your water game up. Bottled water, sewer water, I don't care what it is. Just please drink. Drink as much water as you possibly can. Senny, I am on my second bottle of water so far today. So, Senny, I asked you this question. It's 8:07 Eastern time. How many have you had a chance to sip on some water today this morning, young lady?
Yes, I actually did. And I have it right here. I of course I sip throughout the night. So I would say this is my second. This is my second container. And I don't even know how many this is. I think this is 24 ounces.
Okay.
So this is my second one. I'm on my second one. I started my second.
Yes, please, everyone. See, Cindy and myself is on the same page. And I didn't even know. That. I'm just asking questions, just like I'm asking you guys in real time. Cindy's on her second a bottle of water or a cup of water. Same here. DJ Young and us said he drinks at least 5 bottles of water a day. Please keep that water in your life if you don't mind. Now, I'm not no expert. Only thing I know is this. Water has been a friend of mine, and that's all that I need to say here. So now, look, Darren, Hamilton. Our good friend Darren. He said that eight bottles a day. Yes. You get you, Darren. You telling the truth, bro? 8 bottles a day. That's what I'm talking about. flush out. I drink a half a bottle of water before I go to sleep at night. Uh, Please keep hydrated. Keep that water. Water is everything right now. That's all I'm saying. Please enjoy the rest of your day and your summer. Vanetta
What?
George, what you said?
Go ahead.
Vanetta George in the chat room, our ambassador. How many bottles of water you drinking a day? Uh, 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 Edson, Edison, what's going on? Like 8 to 9 bottles a day. People, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Before we start the show, I'm being dead ass serious, or as the young folks say, dead ass. Drink your water. Pump that water constantly throughout the day. You can drink whatever you want. I don't care, whatever you drink along with water, but pump that water each and every day. Senny, it's good to see you this week. It's good to see you. Say before we start again, how was your weekend, young lady?
My weekend was good. I definitely, a lot of recovering from my trip to Aruba. So I tried to do a little, unpacking. My suitcase is still packed, still sitting in the corner of my room looking at me. And I just really laid around. I didn't do anything. So pretty boring. No, Saturday, actually, no, I went to Music Fest. I did go to Music Fest to hang out with my friends for a little bit, and that was fun. But yeah, nothing really. Did you go to Music Fest this year?
I didn't get a chance to go this whole year. That's
Really?
disappointing.
It was
Not
a
doing
whole
that.
week, and they had Ludacris on Saturday. I tried to get tickets, but they want. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying $75 at the Steel Stacks to see Ludacris, but I heard he was good.
That's it. That the ticket was only $75.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't want to pay $75?
But I didn't prepare for it. They were like, "Oh, Ludacris is at the Steel Stack," so we were like, "Oh, let's go." I don't know. I knew you had to pay, but I don't know. I was just like, "No, it's okay. I'm gonna keep going." But I heard he was really good. I just wasn't prepared to do it, and so I just didn't. Money's tight. Just came back from a trip. Come on.
No doubt. To my beloved Lynette Serrano, what's up? What's your water intake? I want to know everybody throughout the show. I want to know everybody's water intake throughout the day on the average. Some folks 3 to 5 bottles, 5 bottles, 8 bottles, 8 to 9 bottles. Me and Senny's on 2 bottles right now of water. We're talking about of water.
Yes, and Gregory Youngenite, you brought up a good point. He said you can't drink too much because you can wash out all your nutrients of your body. So you need to drink some Gatorade to put them back in. Pause. You're absolutely right, Youngenite. And that is how the conversation of water came up, because I was telling Shawn about how I heard how we should be eating our water, consuming water and hydration through fruits and vegetables instead of just traditional water, because traditional water does not have the correct nutrients you need. You need to usually add Celtic sea salt or some type of other vitamin to enhance the water so that it can actually hydrate you and work for you. So please look into that, everybody. The benefits of H3O2. Structured water. You're welcome.
And you already know that this whole monogram that City's talking about right now is from somebody else. Trust me. And she went online and researched. Well, as she should, and as we all should research online and have conversations about all different type of topics. And this is one of them. You can add on to water.
Shawn don't believe it. Shawn don't believe it, of course, everybody. When I told him, he told me it was a bunch of nonsense.
It's not, well, I didn't say that part. I just said that even though it's okay to add other, nutrients, ingredients, the salt and pepper, the water. There's nothing wrong with that. Just saying that the basic H2O is really what you need, because I used the example before we start the show, and welcome. I used the example, and we were all in the desert, and we was in the desert for 4 days with nothing to drink, and somebody came with you with a bottle of water. You're not going to be like, could I add some lime to that? You're not gonna do that. That was my point. If you haven't had no water in 3 days, you're not gonna go, hey, can we add some Celtic salt to that, please, if you don't mind? We're not doing that. We just want the basic water. And that was just my point. It was I actually agree with her. I just think that the basics of it all is just the regular H2O. You need all of that. Please, in the chat room, before we start, I want to know everybody's water intake this morning. I'm concerned and I care for all you guys that take the moment to listen to this show before we get into it. What is your water intake? Young and Nut, 5 bottles. Darren, 8 bottles. Edwin, 8 to 9 bottles. SennyJ and myself are on bottles number 2. The day is still early. The ambassador, Vanetta, for four bottles. And everybody, please don't lie about your bottle intake. Okay? Let's be honest.
I'm weak. Hey, Lisa. Shout out to you. Thanks so much for tuning in if you're still here.
Who's Lisa?
Y'all people be jumping in and out, child.
Who's
Lisa? I believe this is one of my friends from high school. Lisa
Okay.
Spears. Girl, did you get married? Your last name is different. Shout out to you if you did. Congratulations.
Yeah, you went on and had a great productive life. And Lisa, how many?
No, let me just just joking, girl.
Yeah, well, it was you. You tried. You almost. You're not built for that. And maybe your friend Lisa is. Lisa, how many bottles of water do you drink? And Lisa has a nice, happy little life with the 2 little kitties and the husband, while you sitting over there on the front lines like Saving Private Ryan, talking about how men ain't shit. So Lisa, I'm happy for you. You don't want to be on the front lines, sniper fire like SennyJ. Don't worry about it. If you're married, put a number 1 chat room if you're married. And if you're married and you got a nice little quiet little family over there and your husband's showing you some love, matter of fact, I'm going to applaud you. I'm going to applaud you. I'm applaud you. Some women aren't built for it right now. You understand what I'm saying? So God bless you. LaShawn Haynes Jones, how many bottles of water we doing? Before we start the show, I'm just checking on. It's a Wake the F Up Monday, but I'm checking on all of y'all. Now, I know the physical health. Tomorrow, I'll be checking on your mental health. Okay? Cindy, continue on. And welcome back.
Shout out to all you guys in your bottle of water.
One more thing. And guys, I was trying to get in touch with Cindy. Actually, yesterday was the first time I'd spoken to Cindy in a few days. And I was concerned about her. And she's like, call me on WhatsApp and call me on this and call me on that. And I was like, I didn't even hear from, I love Cindy like a daughter. Y'all know that. I'm 22 years older than this broad. But I didn't hear from her. And then when she told me, she said something about her cell phone was someplace else. Cindy, where was your cell phone, if you don't mind me asking?
When me and my friend got off the plane, we had went back to her house really quick because I had forgot some stuff over there. I forgot my phone at her house, and she drove me from like Jersey all the way home. So, and when I left the car, and the whole time I'm in the car, I'm not looking at my phone apparently or anything. We're just talking. So then when I get here, I'm like, oh, where's my phone? And it wasn't in the car. So I'm like, it's probably in my bag, when I go inside. Looking for my phone, can't find it. And I use my daughter's Find My, because, like you can track yourself. And it's in New Jersey. So she had to mail it. So she, of course she had to go home and she had to mail it back to me for the next day. So that's what happened. So I was calling you from my kids' devices because I don't remember your number.
Right. Right. That's terrible. One question before we start the show. Welcome. How many bottles of water you guys are drinking? I'm checking on your physical health today. And tomorrow, I need everyone to tune in because I'm checking on everybody's mental health, including my own and including SennyJ. We want to know how unstable and crazy you are from 0 to 10. Okay? We just checking on folks. Now, Cindy, before we start, did you kindly at least cash app the young lady for her time and troubles for mailing going to the post office and mailing the phone back to you? Did you compensate this young lady, if you don't mind me asking?
What?
Really?
No, that's like my sister. She doesn't have no problem.
Listen, the level of friendship, that doesn't matter, Cindy. You could be the best of friends, family. It's just the principle of it all, where someone had to take their time out, get the phone, go to the post office. And you know, guys, going to the post office is medieval. It's medieval behavior. Going to the post office.
She actually went to FedEx and did next day air.
Going to the post office. Put a number one chat with Tony Bird, the homies in the building. When the
Shout
last
out to
time
my
y'all physically
bestie.
went to the post office? I was in the post office a few weeks ago. The post office is dirty as hell. It's dusty.
I'm weak.
And it's still the same thing I said before about the postal workers. Uniforms dirty as hell. And I've been preaching about this. And shout out to everybody that work out the post office. But I'm just saying, you go into FedEx, UPS, a little bit, at least it's a little clean. I know it got that, and all these places got that industrial kind of look. But the post office, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Filthy in that spot. And change the uniforms, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at folks that work in the post office with the light blue and the navy blue pants looking crazy. You're behind the counter and it's not a good look. So that's why I say, SennyJ, regardless of the level of friendship that you're on with this young lady, or if she's a family member, it would have been nice if you would have cashed apped her, sold her some little $20 or $30 for her time. That's what Harvey would have did. Special shout out to Kareem Williams in the house. God bless all you guys, man. We truly appreciate you. It's a physical check day. I want to know, Tony Bird and all the rest of y'all, how many bottles of water are you drinking a day on the average? I want to know. And then tomorrow we checking on your mental health. Because I know everybody that listens to this show is out of their mind, and I'll tell you why. Because you're listening to me, and I'm out of my mind. Cindy, continue on. And put it in the chat room if you think Cindy should give her girlfriend a couple of dollars for, as my man Smokey Suarez would say, a couple of dollars. Would you think that? Do you think that Cindy should give her friend $20 for the inconvenience of it all? Because that's what I would have did.
I mean, I can, but she's just gonna be like, okay, girl, like my friends, like we pay for each other for stuff. Nobody keeps like a running tally or like if she needed it, she would be like, you know, can you send me, you know, some money real quick so I can do it or whatever. But it's not like that. It's fine.
Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where she said it's cool. The problem with that city, it never was a thought for you to say, you know what, let me look out for my homegirl. See, that was my concern.
Because if it were me, I would do it for her. I wouldn't, if she was gonna send me money. I'm the type, my friends send me money for stupid little stuff like that. I send it back because it's like, don't even worry about it. It's fine. Like, because that's how we are with each other. Like, it's not I mean, it is nice, yes. And if it was anybody other than her, I would do it, but it's not. So I'm not.
Well, welcome to the show. Only place. So I hear you. This is Cindy. Let me tell you something. Cindy's that type of person, and I've experienced it throughout the years. Cindy will get in your vehicle, drive 100 miles with you, and drive back, and there'll be no gas money in sight.
Thank you so much. Love you. Bye. You don't even need to tell me that you got home safe because I'll already be asleep. Love you so much. Bye.
Welcome to John. Welcome to listen. Yo, see, and that's how she gets down. Please, physical health today. How many bottles of water are you drinking? Danielle Williams, we want to know. I'm just asking everybody throughout the show, and then we'll go with the mental tomorrow. Go ahead, Cindy. What you got going on? What's going on in the world?
Well, now that we're done with the water check, we are going to jump into what has been dominating the news. The Olympics have concluded. And some would say good effing riddance. And to close it out, there has been another twist in this Jordan Childs saga. If any of you have been keeping up with the latest drama that's been going on in the Olympics, I'm going to stay on the Olympics for a little bit because, there's a lot of stuff to go over. However, Jordan Childs, I didn't even get to see her performance, but she was doing, I believe, a floor routine. And let me just get into the story really quick. Jordan Childs had originally received a score of 13.666 before her coaches submitted an inquiry with the judging panel, arguing that she should not have received a 1/10 deduction to her difficulty score for her tour jet full, which is a split leap. The judges agreed and elevated Childs' score to 13.766, which gave her Olympic bronze, and left Barbasou, a Romanian gymnast, whose score was 13.7, in shock. The Romanian Gymnastics Federation later filed an appeal with CAS claiming that Landy, who is Jordan Childs' coach, submitted the inquiry into Childs' score precisely 4 seconds past the 1 minute that is allotted for such inquiries. The Gymnastics Federation agreed and cited, I'm sorry, CAS agreed and cited that fact as the basis for its ruling on Saturday, which knocked her score back down to 13.66. So, of course, this is after Jordan was already on the podium. It was an all black podium. Everybody had won a medal. She had won her bronze. And it was a, great moment to see. Now they come up with this ruling saying that they're going to take it back. Of course, social media was in an uproar. They're like, they're going to have to come back and pry it from our cold, dead hands in the USA. The United States Gymnastics Association had let out a statement saying that they don't agree with this decision. They stand by Jordan Childs. But now the USA Gymnastics said Sunday, so this was just yesterday, that it has obtained new video evidence showing that Childs' coach, Cecile Landy, submitted the inquiry into her score in the women's floor exercise final before the minute deadline. It was actually 47 seconds after her score was announced. The governing body said in a statement that it has submitted the video as well as a formal letter to CAS, which is Court of Arbitration for Sports, as part of a request to reinstate her score of 13.766 and allow her to keep her bronze medal. So now this is interesting. Jordan Childs had put out a statement on social media basically saying for her mental health, she's going to remove herself from social media at this time. It's very heartbreaking. Her sister put out a statement basically saying, they support her. This is obviously, this is just what athletes, having to go through. Mind you, this is the first time in history that anything like this has ever happened. She didn't do anything. She wasn't, on steroids or, doing anything crazy, anything that would warrant something like this to be stripped of a medal. And quite frankly, they're saying it's a racist, most of the Black athletes that have been in France have been experiencing some type of prejudice, harassment. You have Sha'Carri and Shelly Ann Fraser, who were locked out of the workout. They had to walk a mile around, which a lot of people feel like is what cost Sha'Carri her medal, because she won a silver instead of a gold. She wasn't able to warm up. Shelly Ann Fraser didn't even get to run. Coco Gauff had to talk to the judges, dispute with the judges about a score that they were giving her that they didn't even actually end up giving her. So she was out there advocating herself where they're out there yelling at her. Serena Williams couldn't eat at a restaurant with her children. She was denied entrance and she tweeted about that. And then just yesterday, um, Aisha Curry, her baby was hit in the head by a French policeman while he was telling her and her mother-in-law, that they I believe her name is Sonia, that they weren't allowed to enter a certain part where they were just trying to get to their car where there were other people there and leave, and she's with her children and the police were surrounding them and yelling at them. She was crying, visibly upset. France, what's
Okay.
going on?
All
And
right.
so a lot of people are upset at that and say that another Olympics should not be held in France again.
Okay. Welcome to the show, guys. The only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ. All right. I need, where is a question before I get into this? Where the hell is Princess? Cops, no pause. I need everyone right now in the chat room to inbox, call this man. Finny, is Princess in the chat room at this moment? Where's Princess? You know I get weird when he's not in the chat room.
Wow.
Everybody, inbox, call, whatever. I don't see Princess in this chat room. And I'm never in the chat room. So I'm looking in the chat room and I don't see him. If I'm mistaken, then please, I apologize. Sending out.
Past, present, I was there. I've been in these TikToks, people giving real life accounts of what's going on in France. So
Okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm getting that now. More importantly, where the hell is Princess?
maybe he's working, maybe he's sleeping. People have lives. Thank you, Dara. These braids about to
Princess,
come out, girl.
Princess, get your ass in this chat room, sir. Okay, now
Tickling my nose.
thanks for sharing. Jordan Child, come on, we this is soon as they announced that they were trying to uh remove this bronze medal away from this Olympic champion, this young lady who represents the United States, who's representing all of us. Soon as I heard it, I knew that this was the fugazi. I knew that this was the bullshit. I knew that they were perpetrating a fraud because you say it at the last part of your story, and thank you for a detailed story, Cindy. I appreciate that. But it is all about race. Don't you know that half the world don't like Americans at all? And then we came into their building and won all the medals. And France is not a competitive country like that. I mean, they won their medals and they performed well. But you can see how racist, how blatant the racism is. They didn't give a damn. We had stories after stories after stories, the TikToks after the TikToks after the TikTok. And let me tell you something before I get into the racist part of this. Joel Embiid, superstar center from the Philadelphia 76ers, who's from France and Cameroon and these whole places. He refused to play for the French team. Two reasons why. Why would I play for my cousins in my home country when I got LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry? It's the better team. I'm not going to play for my team. I'm going to play for my coworkers I work with every day. And he has a right. He has a right to make that decision as a grown-ass man, and by the way, as a multimillionaire. So he chose to play for the United States. And don't you know, the people of France cursed him, called him all type of names, not only at the games, but everywhere that he visited while he was in Paris. Calling them all type of racial, disrespectful names. This is what I say. You're right. For the country of France, you should be banned from the next Olympics in the United States. And what this young lady did, what the gymnastics committee did to Jordan Childs was so disrespectful and hurtful. I'm sorry that, it caused her to go off of social media. And that shows the impact that social media has in all our personal lives. I don't think that she should have did that, because we got nothing but love and respect for you, young lady. And if this is not turned over, and this decision is not reversed, we should ban the country of France from the from the next Olympics. So I say, I beg the question to this, to all us Americans, or some of y'all that don't want to be Americans that live in America. The rest of the world hates you, but you long to go visit places where they don't like you.
That's not true.
And then for the country of France and the city of Paris, you should be ashamed of yourself. The economic boom of income that your company, your country has received over this last year, that the world has come to your city. All of y'all making all this money, and you being disrespectful to African Americans. You disrespecting Steph Curry's wife and the daughter. Serena Williams, our beloved, can't sit in a restaurant. This woman should be, this woman should have red carpet treatment wherever this woman should go. But in Paris, France, look what happened. So they showed their true colors, everybody. So what I say is this: if you're thinking about going to Paris, France, don't go. I think that Paris, the country of France, shouldn't be in the next Olympics. You could see the jealousy, the envy, the racism. The one thing I do respect about the French folks, they didn't hide their racism. They didn't hide it. They put it on full display for the world to see. Now, people of France, I'm not mad at you for that, because you keeping it, as the young folks say, 100 or 2,000. You kept your racism right in front. You let everybody know. I'm going to applaud you for that. Because racism run deep, because sometimes you don't know a person is racist until a situation occurs or happens. But at least the French people let us know through their actions how racist they are as a country, as a society, as a community towards Black folks. And what you did to Joel Embiid was horrific. And for this young lady, this precious athlete of ours, to be restricted from her bronze medal, and to the other two runners that have to walk around the stadium for an hour to get in, what are we talking about here?
Right. Like, why are they even locked out? Like, why are you denying them entrance? What's that about?
I'm going to go a step further. I think the U.S. government should stop any kind of financing that they have for France, stop the diplomatic relationship, just cut the whole country the fuck off. But you're not going to do that, because the world is coming to see the Americans. Let's keep it real. China is the only competitive country. They tied with the medals with the United States because they're nice at ping pong, no disrespect. But for all these other Cameroon, are you kidding me? Even though we come from the motherland, you have no competitive edge when it comes down to the Olympics, except for all the running. I say, and then I'll yield my time.
Or bike riding, or whatever the hell they doing.
And then you had the nerve enough to have break dancing at the Olympics, and it was terrible.
Don't even get me started,
please. No, it is so. What they do to our African American culture, they take it, they dissect it, they rip it apart, they take the organicness out of what we do as African Americans, and they shred it down to irrelevancy. They shred it down to looking at something like this is not what we came up with back in the day. To the country of France, shame on you. To the Olympic World Committee, whoever runs this thing, ban them from the next committee, or don't have none of their officials, sending those official scorers, the referees, nobody from France, because they're racist. France is a racist country. Paris is a racist town, and the community and the people of France are just not good people. I'm sorry to say, they proved that. I yield back.
No, you're absolutely right.
Don't even eat a goddamn French fry.
Whoa.
No French. Anything with France in it, don't do it.
Can we call them French fries? Can we call them freedom potatoes?
But no, but no, us, but no,
I'm gonna
no,
eat
but
some
us,
freedom fries. We could
but
coin. We could change the
but
name.
no, but no. All our Americans, boy, we want to leave the country and visit other lands that don't even like us. Cindy
Okay,
told me, Cindy told me when she was Aruba, she was getting on the boat, and the guy says there was not enough black. We don't want the blacks. She
y'all.
told
I
me that.
experienced racism in Aruba.
She told me that the other day. But you know what? We love to pack our bags. We love to pack our bags. And what Cindy went through was horrific the other day.
It actually made me want to cry because
See?
I couldn't believe that somebody who looked like me would say something like that to me. But they're not me, right? Because they're Aruban. And I think there needs to be I mean, I guess there doesn't need to be a discussion because it's something that's known, but it's like Black Americans are like really the bottom of the barrel in the world. And it's just disappointing because there are other parts of the world where there are Black people and they still exclude Black Americans. Black Americans root for everybody Black. Because I feel like we're in a country that understands the fact, yeah, I get it. You're from Africa, you're from St. Lucia, you're from, wherever, Haiti and all that other stuff. But when you get around these Babylonians, they're looking at you like you're Black. And I think that's what other countries don't understand. You feel like just because you're from a specific country that you have some superiority over Black Americans, but we're all treated the same. And across the diaspora, when it comes to, white people, and we need to be more together, but they just automatically look at Black Americans like the stereotype that they're fed.
Yeah.
And it's really disheartening.
Right. See, at least here in America, we know our Babylonians.
And we
Okay.
know them in other places too.
But then when you
Whenever
go,
people travel, we're like, do they like Black people over there? Because
yeah,
it don't matter
but
where you're from.
and us Black Americans, please, you're spending your money. If some of these locations obviously are tourist locations and the economy thrives on tourism. Imagine if we stop going to all these places. They won't survive a week. So be careful. Do your research. Black folks, if you plan on going to Paris, don't go. Well, how they
Don't
treated
even go, please.
the way they treated Joel Embiid was so horrific. And I'm not talking about the booing at the games. I'm talking about the guy walking outside. It was big national news in France that he wasn't playing with the France for the French team when he made that decision months ago. As soon as he arrived on French soil, they call him out his name all day long. He doesn't deserve that. He's a grown ass man. If he made a decision to play with the United States basketball team, then so be it. And for this young lady, for her to put in the work and the dedication and the hours to do all these backflips to get a bronze medal, and she's competing with 500 other young ladies, and it's only the top three can win, and you're gonna take this medal away from it's devastating. I say let's protest France.
Yeah, no, you should. Anybody that
I
want to go
want
to France, please.
don't go to
We've
France.
already proved it's dirty. Go look at the TikToks. They say
Yeah,
it's dirty. It's worse than New York. There's rats. The food is not good.
right.
The
You hear
food is
that all
not
the
good.
time. You hear that all the time from people that we know that go from France and come back here. They go, the food's terrible. Then have a good time.
Yeah, the Eiffel Tower, it's like, like don't take it off your bucket list. Let's go someplace else. Lynette Serrano said, so is it okay to go to Dubai? Yeah, girl, I don't see the problem.
Or we
I'm
going to
trying to move.
Dubai.
I'm trying to move to the Middle East. So
Benny, we're going to Dubai, guys. We're going to Dubai next year, December. All of us. We already posted it, but we're gonna start posting some more. It's December the 5th through the 9th. We're all going to Dubai. That's where we're going. That's the next trip. All right, Cindy, what else you got? That was a great story. Listen, keep your eyes open. Again, I do respect the fact that the French people did not hide their racism. I really respect that because we know. We know. Thank you, the people of France. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not messing with y'all.
Some people said it's the worst Olympics they've witnessed in all the years. And they actually said the Winter Games, I'm seeing here the Winter Games 2030 that they're supposed to be held in Nice, France, in the French Alps. So I don't know, there might be a petition going around soon. 2030 Winter Olympics, no France.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's for the Babylonians, so they all gonna go. It's not a lot of black folks in the Winter Olympics. That's
Oh,
it.
there's not, we don't have no black people in the Winter
No, no
Games.
blacks. There's a few blacks. No blacks. No blacks. There's no niggas. No, none. None. About four. None. We nothing. This is 100% Babylonians out there. Peasant.
Oh my gosh. Okay. The next
Hold on. Whoa,
story.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry, Sensei.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's Prentice? Did we find out an update?
No, no, we do
Okay,
not.
continue.
Were you waiting for somebody to say something
Yeah,
in the chat room?
I was actually waiting for your response. That's why I had
Oh,
a moment of
oh.
silence.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, sorry.
Um,
I'm gonna show you guys. This
let me
is
call it. Oh, go
not gonna
ahead.
call this dude. There was a man arrested after an online video showed him striking a toddler in the Kroger parking lot. This is in Gwinnett County, Georgia. So I'm gonna show you guys the video. And so sorry. So if this like is triggering or something to people, you can, you know, leave the room, but it's not too bad. You mostly just hear him yelling, but I'll get because some people feel like it's subjective. Hold on, let me just turn off this light. Okay.
Y'all look for Princess for me. I just called his phone. How many? Okay, so in the beginning of the show, we asked folks, and I see Marlene Brown's in the chat room, past, present. We want to know what's the average bottles of water that you drink per day. Most folks 4 to 5, others 8. Marlene, past, present. How many? What's the average bottle of water intake?
Can you hear it? There's a woman that comes in from the side.
Yeah.
That's basically the video. You don't really, but the lady that was recording, she said you can hear the slap from across the parking lot of him, hitting the boy. The woman on the other side, the woman that came in and was, a Babylonian woman, she told him, hit me instead. He told her to mind her damn business and he's gonna raise his kid how he wants to. The police were called. They arrested him. He's 44 years old from Snellville, Georgia. The video shared online showed him striking a 3-year-old. Investigators were notified about the video after it had been shared several thousand times online. Detectives responded to the Kroger located at 3055 Forks Trickham Road and were able to obtain surveillance that verified the incident. Detectives located Collins at his residence and placed him under arrest a short time later. The child had minor injuries and is being cared for by family members. The Department of Family and Child Services were also notified. He has been charged with cruelty to children in the first degree and is currently in jail. Of course, there were mixed reviews online. A lot of people are like, this is abuse, obviously. And there are other people who feel like, mind your business. When kids want to act out and, get out of line and nobody's there to reprimand them, then we want to have a problem. So, again, it's the age-old conversation. What, I guess, what is too much? But it's a 3-year-old kid, and I think that was a little excessive.
Uh, Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ, only place on earth where you get your morning start right. How many bottles of water you guys drinking today? Okay, let's why don't we go with the obvious? Sir, I know you're frustrated and it's hard to be a black man out in these streets.
It is.
You're talking to one. And we don't know how to share our feelings. Well, most of us, I've learned throughout my long life how to now share my feelings and articulate what I'm going through and identifying feelings. Because some of us, we're grown and we still can't identify. We know we're sometimes we know that we're mad and we're mad and happy. Like that's where it goes. But there's other feelings that we have, and some of us just can't identify them. And with the combination of being a black man in America and not identifying your feelings and getting your ass kicked by your father or your mother, because from hearing his voice, he's got his ass kicked. Because sometimes abuse, as we know, is a generational thing. It's learned behavior. And it's probably a Saturday afternoon, he's probably got just enough money to buy whatever he wants at the supermarket. The kids being a pain in the ass. Maybe there's some relationship problems. So there's a backstory to all of this. It's got to be. And he's probably going through some of his own turmoil, but doesn't mean it has to reflect back on the child. No question about it. Here's the second problem about this. The society and the times that we live in today, and we all know what it is. You're live on television, brother. Everything is being recorded.
Right.
You can't kick a kid ass like you used to do back in the 70s. Man, in the 70s and the 80s, I used to get my ass kicked on the regular. There was no video proof. We got smacked on a regular. They used to smack me and I didn't do nothing yet. And I was like, why did you smack me? Because we smacked you because we know you're going to do something later.
It's a preventative smack.
Right. Put a number one in the chat room if you ever had a preventative smack. Now, his tone, the way he was talking to his child, I'll be honest with you, it's probably like a normal tone. That's what I got. And I'll be honest with you, I yelled at my children when they were growing up in sort of the same tone. I never hit them. I'm proud of that. But the smack, sir, the kid is only 3 years old, man. And how hard are your hands? And what do you do for your occupation? Because if you're an iron worker, construction, like calluses, that's a different smack than an office worker. Office worker, somebody that don't work with their hands, it's a different level of pain with that smack, sir. And you had the Babylonian tape, and she's running over there like Robin Hood, smacked me other than the kid. And let's talk about the kid. Maybe the kid needed to be smacked. I don't know. So you know how these kids are. F these, Danielle Williams, the first one on the show. F these kids. You don't know that kid mouth might be. How many 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds we know that mouth are reckless?
No, the kid was crying. He's obviously already upset.
I'm just throwing out scenarios here. I'm saying that you should have hit the 3-year-old kid. Should you scream on the 3-year-old kid? Yeah, a little scream is fine. Hitting the 3-year-old kid, that's a problem. So with all these contributing factors, land your punk ass in jail. It landed you in jail in the middle of the afternoon. You screaming. You screaming so hard at this kid like he's an adult. You got him in your little white pickup truck and you smacked him. Now you in jail. You went viral. You might lose your job. You're embarrassed. It's crazy. Your baby mother, let's say you and the baby mother are not together. That's another problem.
Right.
So you in a whole heap of trouble right now. Because you want to smack a 3-year-old. That's your child. And we living on television right now. if you're gonna smack the child, you gotta look around. You gotta do this. You gotta look around first before you smack somebody.
And
Come
I think
on.
he did look around. I think he did see that woman recording. If you go back and look at the video, and he just kept on. He didn't care because in that moment, and that's what, parents need to understand, right? You're already heightened and upset and angry. And the kid is obviously frustrated as well too. So the hitting is you're just releasing now all this anger. That's why,
Yeah.
people say you shouldn't hit your kids, because you're already upset. So it's not coming off as discipline. It literally is abuse, because now you're letting out all this energy through your hits or whatever you're
Right.
hitting them with.
All right.
So
So then
people
I
really need to check themselves.
and you are absolutely right. I've been roughed up as a child by my parents. Put a number one in the chat room if you caught the Rock'em Sock'em Robot. You got plucked on the side of the head by mom and dad. Put City, have you been plucked on the side of the head by mom and dad back in the day at least once?
Yes, yes, yes.
I've been plucked in the side of the head.
And
Put
I
a
wasn't
number.
even bad for real. Like,
Put
I
a
feel
number.
like if I could file a grievance,
Put
if
a
I
number.
I think we
Well,
need to
hey,
sit down and talk.
hey, hey, there might not be no statute of limitation on you getting your ass kicked back in the 80s. I don't know. Put a number one in the chat room, guys. If mom and dad bust that ass. Cindy, if you don't mind, give me 17 number ones. That was light work compared to what I've been through.
Yeah.
I've been dragged.
I've
Cindy,
been peaking.
this.
But we're supposed to forgive. Our parents were just learning too,
So,
right?
right. So, for this young man, you should know better for all the factors that I've said. You're live on television with the camera. Sir, identify your feelings. I know it's learned behavior. I've been through it. I get it. So that's why when we were all getting checks from the government via COVID, and how many times have I said this? And before we move on, they should have gave us all bi-weekly therapy sessions for free for everybody, so we could talk about what we go through. So we don't have to go, man, at 44 years old, sir, you should be in tune with your feelings and just enough discipline not to go over the edge and smack this little neighbor.
He's only 3. Like, how
It's 3
mad
years
can you
old.
be at a baby? It's
Right.
literally a baby.
And,
Like,
and, and, and sir, what would you have done if he would have smacked you back?
yeah. Oh, he would have killed him. Could you imagine?
And what does folks say? I brought you in this world. I'll take you out this motherfucker. Shut up.
Well, and good you brought that up, Michael Grassi. There is some reports that it wasn't even his kid, that it's his mother's boyfriend. If that
Uh-oh.
is true, I didn't see anything solidifying that. They just keep saying the child, and in the video, he does say, I'll deal with my child how I want to. So I don't know. But if it is the boyfriend, that's alarming too.
Yeah,
Women, we gotta watch, and
yeah,
there are women who lose their temper with kids too, but I feel like men are notoriously known for being like short tempered, especially with children, because they don't deal with them a lot.
yeah,
So, watch that. And I know it's hard because, a lot of people say, let the man be with the kids, give them more time with the kids so they can build a bond and do all of this. But if that person doesn't have a lot of experience being around a kid or dealing, with that, because that was my thing. That's what saved me. My mom taught me to let them cry it out and, keep your peace of mind. So I've learned to tune things out. I used to let my kids cry to sleep and, other things, like try those, like let them self-soothe and all of that. And it worked for me. But if that is something that you're not used to, a lot of people can't take kids crying or
yeah,
when kids talk back and all, like it triggers them.
yeah,
So just know whoever, or if you're a single dad leaving them with a woman, know these person's triggers, know
yeah.
what they can and can't take before you just leave your kids with them.
Yeah, I totally agree 100%. And let's just throw that out. Let's just throw Mike Grassby's scenario out there as well, saying, say if that was that wasn't a child, and that was the baby father's kid. You know, that's indirect energy that you're sending to the uh through the son, but you really want to send that to the baby father, and that's what you should do. You shouldn't touch his child ever. And if you got a problem with him, then you deal with him. This is a man that shouldn't be, especially if this is not your child, sir. You should not be around this baby ever again. And if that is the case, baby mother, you're gonna have to cut him off. He's done. He's an embarrassment that he hit somebody else's child. That's it. This man is. He should. You should lose your job, sir, and we should ship him to Paris.
Danielle said, "You at my house and crying nonstop, and the parent is tuning it out. You and the child gotta go. F that noise."
Right.
Danielle, you're hilarious.
See, see, and what did I say at the beginning of my little rant here? Danielle Williams was the first one to say F these kids on this show. And and you can't be mad at her. She's still keeping the same energy. And sir, if you have that much disdain for this child and you argue, especially if the child's not yours, you should leave that whole situation alone. Because you can't be in a relationship with someone that has a child and you don't like the child. That's just a bad ingredient. And that's what leads to situations like this. Sir, you should be in jail. I'll give if I was your judge, if I was the judge, you get $100,000 bond. You're gonna stay, and you better not have no other violent record.
Period.
Because it seems like you like putting hands on people.
He looked like he came straight out the county. What he was wearing, so I don't know.
Yes, sir. If we have history of this, you're going nowhere because you are deemed a menace to society, and you're smacking a 3-year-old. What is that going to do for you, sir?
And looked like he was about to slap that lady that said, "Hit me."
Yeah.
Probably would have.
Okay,
But yeah,
so
that's all I have.
okay, that's it. So guys, put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. We're gonna try to squeeze in a special show throughout the week. We're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Maybe we try to squeeze in a bonus show for y'all. I'll talk to Senny and Miss Miko about it, and hopefully we can do that. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. I think we had a great show today. I feel that it was a great show, and we thank each and every one of you guys for definitely participating. But Cindy, before you get the last word, where the hell? Let me call Princess one more time. I don't understand what's going on here. Is anybody? Where's Princess? Please. Where's guys? Could you please inbox?
The
Princess.
show is over though, so even if he were to come, oh look, he just put in the chat box. Good morning. Right
Oh my God! There you
right
go.
on time at the end.
Oh man!
We can always count on him to come on the end.
Oh man! Now I can go on with my day.
Oh my
Everybody,
God.
let's give Princess Cox some hearts in the chat room. Princess, I was just worried. I'm gonna call you after the show. Okay, good. Princess is good. Harvey's good. The world. Put hearts in the chat room for Princess and let him know that I've been looking for his ass throughout the whole show.
What?
All right. Cindy, you have the last word. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Special shout out to Deirdre Jackson. Welcome back to the show, young lady. God bless you. We welcome back, and I hope all is well with our beloved Deirdre Jackson, who we have so much love for. So it's just good to see everybody in the chat room, and we truly appreciate you. Guys, if you're not doing nothing, Wednesday night, Brooklyn, a free comedy show. I'm at 275 Park hosting. Y'all come on out, man. If you've never been to 275 Park, it's a dope situation. It's a great room. Free show, Brooklyn, New York, this Wednesday. That's the 14th. Come on out and hang out with your boy Harvey. So we truly appreciate you. Cindy, Princess is in the chat room. All is well.
Yeah, I don't understand. He put a comment in there. I don't know what he's talking about.
Hold on,
wait.
everybody, Cindy, before you give the last word, wait a minute. Our beloved is on the line. Cindy, say good morning to Princess, because Princess, I've been looking for you all show. I see you came in towards the end. Everybody's showing you love in the chat room. Cindy, would you like to say something to our beloved Princess?
Thanks for tuning in. Can always count on you for your support.
Like you said before, say like you said it before, Cindy. Say, oh, you can count on him for coming on my end. Yeah, you looked that one get by. She was like, you can count on Princess to come on the end.
That one, Cindy been acting real dope. She got the tan and the hair popping right now. She got a few dollars in her pocket. She acting real dope, Princess.
I don't know what he's talking
that's why I couldn't tune in. I had to drop my lady to Harlem because you know they do the braids in the summertime, right, Shawn?
Yeah.
Braids and shit, man. I'm tired of the braids. Braids here, braids there, braids every goddamn way.
Oh my God! You know, black women can never get no peace. We can't do relaxers. We can't do weaves. And now we can't do our ancestral hair.
Yo, Cindy, when I was in the chat room showing you love for your afro puffs and your afro, you was ignoring me, right? But now that I'm talking about the braids, now you want to talk.
Right. What you got to say about that?
You love for your natural afro puffs, Cindy.
Were you? You said it was you said my fro was lopsided. And
No,
you were
but
gonna give
Cindy,
me a comb.
Yeah, but Cindy, before we close out, you definitely this summer been acting really dope. Your dopeness is on 10. You know, the skin, you know what I'm saying? The forehead.
I have a pimple. Listen,
Right,
whatever. We gotta go, Prentice.
Yeah, Prentice, we gotta go. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. My fault for not returning your call.
All right, bro. Love y'all.
All right.
God.
I feel much better. I could go on with my day. Cindy, you can close out the show. God bless.
Whatever. Ladies, go get some braids today. Even the Babylonians, I'll approve it today. No appropriation over here from me.
Oh,
I can't believe he said that. Braids all over the place. What would you like us to do to our hair, Prentice? What?
Oh my God.
My final word. Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. Take that
that's
throughout your day. Okay.
If you don't mind, young lady, could you say that one more time? That was dope.
Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing.
Ooh.
Okay. That's all I gotta say to y'all.
All right, guys, we're gonna have a bonus show for y'all this week. We'll let you know what day, but thank you so much for tuning in. And we appreciate you. And I'll ask you this question one more time. And for the folks that are late into the show, please, how many bottles of water you're drinking on the average? You know, we want to check and put a number in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. And God bless you guys. And we are out. And Cindy, your braids look great. And guys, we are out of here. Come on, Jay, let's clap for these folks.
I see you, Dira. Okay,
bye.
Yeah,
Dira, before we go, let's show Dira Jackson some love. You know, she's been going through her whole situation and her schedules and all that. And for her to be in the chat room for this length of time, we truly appreciate, and you know how much love that we have everybody in chat room for our beloved Dira Jackson. So let's show her some love as well. And inbox her and let's just all make sure we all stay connected with each other. All right, Cindy, we are out of here. Let's go.